Recent reports indicate a significant escalation in gang-related violence across Scotland, particularly in Glasgow and Edinburgh. Here's a breakdown of what's happening. Key aspects of Scotland's gang wars. Escalating turf war. A power struggle is underway within Scotland's criminal underworld, with emerging drug dealers vying for control as established figures are imprisoned. This has led to increased violence and a breakdown of traditional hierarchies. Brutal attacks. The violence includes firebombings of properties, shootings, and assaults. Disturbingly, recent incidents have involved attacks on vulnerable individuals, including a 12-year-old boy and a 72-year-old woman who were left for dead. Social media taunting. Gang members are reportedly filming and sharing footage of arson attacks on social media platforms. This is used to intimidate rivals and escalate tensions. Key players and feuds. The ongoing conflict is partly attributed to a long-standing feud between the Daniel and Lyons crime families. This rivalry has existed for over 2 decades and involves drug trafficking and other organized crime. A Dubai-based criminal figure, a fugitive with links to the Union Bears, a Rangers supporters group, is believed to be fueling some of the current violence. This individual, known as Miami, is reportedly trying to take over the drug trade. The trouble is believed to have flared after associates of Mark Richardson, an Edinburgh-based mob boss currently in prison, allegedly stole cocaine linked to the Dubai figure. A group calling themselves Tomo Junto, TMJ 2025, has claimed responsibility for some attacks, using a fanged skull emblem with the salter and crossed guns. Tomo Junto is Portuguese for "we're together" or "we're in this together," suggesting a possible link to international criminal networks. Police response. Police Scotland has deployed significant resources to tackle the escalating violence, with over 100 officers involved. There have been numerous arrests in connection with the ongoing feud. Impact on communities. The violence has deeply affected communities in Glasgow and Edinburgh, with residents witnessing brutal attacks and fearing for their safety. Godfather-style dynamics. Some observers have likened the current situation to the movie The Godfather, highlighting the ruthless competition for power and control within the criminal underworld. The jailing of a major Glasgow-based cocaine kingpin, Jamie Stevenson, known as the Iceman, in October 2024, for orchestrating a large-scale drug smuggling operation, is believed to have created a leadership vacuum that new players are trying to fill. Historical context. Scotland has a history of organized crime and gang violence. Figures like Arthur Thompson, who controlled Glasgow's underworld for over 30 years until his death in 1993, illustrate the long-standing nature of this issue. Feuds between families like the Lyons and Daniels have also been ongoing for many years. Everything you wanted to know, potentially. The root causes. The current escalation appears to be driven by a combination of factors, including the imprisonment of key figures creating power vacuums, long-standing family feuds, and the lucrative nature of the drug trade. The methods. The violence involves extreme tactics such as firebombing homes and businesses, physical assaults, and even the use of firearms. The social media element is a relatively new and disturbing trend, used for intimidation and propaganda. The scope. While primarily concentrated in Glasgow and Edinburgh, the influence of these gangs and the resulting conflicts can have wider implications across Scotland. The future. The situation remains volatile, with police efforts focused on apprehending those responsible and disrupting the criminal networks involved. However, the underlying issues of drug trafficking and the desire for power within the criminal underworld suggest that this may be an ongoing challenge. It's important to note that this information is based on recent news reports and the situation is actively developing.